Welcome to the WAG Sports Podcast. I believe this one is number 22. We are in the middle of June, which means we are deep into the NHL playoffs. We have two conference championships going on right now. I believe the Golden Knights.
Let's go, MB!
And the Canadians are about to kick off tonight. And as finished cheering, the Sixers are up big on the Hawks right now. As that
24 points, MB. Nice job.
So, yeah, we got a great show for you guys. Emmett, let's kick it off with the hockey.
Semifinal round just started. Tonight is game 2 of the Vegas series. Vegas leads that one 1-0. Other series, Tampa Bay, New York Islanders. That series tied up at 1-1 each. And the NHL awards have started now. Pekka Rinne won basically kind of like the Walter Payton Man of the Year for the hockey version of that one.
Didn't Oscar Lindblom win the comeback player of the year award? No name award. He won an award. That's all I know.
Yeah. Oscar Lindblom of the Philadelphia Flyers also won the Mastrom Trophy. He is the best. He gets the trophy for best perseverance and sportsmanship.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, WAG. It's sweet that he overcame cancer. Yeah, WAG.
Oh,
yeah.
Pretty sweet.
He
Pretty
was
sweet.
Diagnosed with a rare form of bone cancer and played 50
He still
games.
came back and played in 20 in the bubble. Okay? He still played in the bubble.
T's and P's.
Yeah.
Thoughts and prayers. Thoughts and prayers. That's on me. I'm sorry. That was very uncalled for.
Uncalled for, WAG.
Uncalled for.
Jeez.
Other news, Gallant, former coach of the Vegas Golden Knights, was hired by the New York Rangers. Yeah, other than that, we're in the playoffs. Second to last round.
Yeah.
Boston got eliminated.
Tuca single-handedly sold that series.
Yeah, we know. We know.
But New York Islanders are actually doing better against Tampa than I thought they would do.
Yeah, they're somehow not losing 2-0 right now.
Yeah,
Somehow tied.
Yeah.
In the series.
Well, the series isn't tied.
It is tied.
All right, it is tied.
1-1.
Yeah, Vegas could take a 2-0 series lead tonight.
They will. They're probably sweeping the Canadians.
Canadians D is just not getting it done. They're relying on Carey Price way too much.
Yeah. Didn't they lose 4-1 against Vegas?
Yeah, and there's just none. They just don't have any offense, and it's just hard to compete with Vegas.
I still say, if the Islanders do not beat,
The Islanders are a team of destiny.
if the Islanders do not beat Tampa repeats.
So you're saying the winner of that series wins the finals?
No, I'm not saying it does. I'm just saying if Tampa beats New York, they repeat.
The team of destiny.
Team of destiny. I say it's either going. I'll give it to you, Wag. The Knights are winning it. All right, the Knights are gonna win that series.
Hey, I got them in the finals.
I'll give it to you.
It's
You're
7
one
against the Bruins. Obviously,
you somehow
Tuca forgot to play goalie. So.
Your one good pick somehow worked out. I'll give that to you. It's either going if New York wins, Vegas wins that series, which I don't want Vegas to win ever.
No,
Because they're an expansion team in their fourth year? Fifth year?
I picked Vegas to win. I really hope they don't win, but the way they're playing, it kind of seems like they will.
Yeah, the only team that probably could stop them is Tampa Bay, just because of how good.
It's a darn shame.
Yeah.
Just how good their team is.
Two players, Nikita Kucherov and Braden Point, leading the playoffs. in goals and points and assists. Yeah.
Moving on from that, obviously the NBA playoffs as well. The Suns, a lot of NBA news went down today. Wizards fired their head coach. Pelicans fired their head coach. Kawhi's out indefinitely, basically ending the Clippers season.
Pew, pew.
That's what Finn's doing to the Clippers' hopes right now, ending their season. Because Paul George ain't beating the Jazz, I'll tell you that much.
Also,
although
the
KD did single-handedly beat the Bucks last night, becoming the first player to be 45, 15, 10.
Also,
he played
the Mavs
all
are
48
worried.
minutes, playing like a stud. Bucks had a terrible game. How do you guys see that series ending?
I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It can go either way. I think Milwaukee can upset the Nets, but time after time, we've seen Milwaukee, especially last game, shoot themselves in the foot. They had a 16-point lead, and they blew that. They somehow blew it. Okay, I won't lie. I thought they were going to win that game. They can be the finals team if in the East. They have enough experience. I feel like Giannis can carry that team, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot, making easy mistakes they shouldn't. The game-tying layup, I'm pretty sure Giannis fumbled the pass. Easy pass under the basket. Fumbled it.
Dropped the ball literally.
He did. And they lost because of that. And really, I don't know what's going to happen. I really don't. I don't.
If KD does that again, the series is
KD puts up 49 points. What the Nets cannot afford is an off day by KD now, because Harden.
Yeah. Well, I think Harden's just going to get more and more healthy. He was basically a decoy that game. I do not see him getting 5 points again.
I don't see him getting 5 points this series. I don't.
I think he'll score at least 15.
Also, if you're the Nets, you got to hope you finish the series early.
I heard them talking about it on Inside the NBA after the game, and they said Charles Barkley was saying they should not start Harden tomorrow night, which I don't even know why they wouldn't start Harden.
Well, it's obvious.
I guess you want him for game 7,
but he also he doesn't mean don't put him in the starting 5. Don't start him at the start of the game. He is not a consistent bucket right now. He's only hit free throws. He's got 2 points off free throws, okay? He can't hit anything else. His 3 looked way off. His shot looked way off. Shots I took, which would have been easy makes for him, before that, step back 3, his common 3, was not hitting. It just was not.
He gets that back, the series is over, though.
If he gets it back, the series won't be close. At game
They'll win
6.
game 6. They'll win
Game 6 will not be close.
Because let's be clear, a healthy Nets team is much better than the Bucks.
Yeah, but their one weakness is they can't stay healthy.
If you're wondering why we aren't talking about Kyrie, that's because he went down with sprained ankle injury in the second quarter of game 4. And
honestly, he could be out for maybe next series.
Definitely.
He's out indefinitely this
series. For the
series.
end of this series.
He could be out maybe next series. He could be out maybe the whole next series, which would be a big hit if the Nets move on and Harden's not hitting. I think they need to hopefully finish this. They have to win game 6 if they want a really good, healthy Harden. They have a rested KD, and maybe you see Kyrie as a decoy again. Maybe you see him back in game 1 or game 2. And then if he gets healthy, the series is over. The big 3 cannot be stopped. We saw what they did 2 games in New York against Giannis. Yeah. We saw that game 2 where they were just dismantling the Bucks, hitting on all cylinders.
That was without Harden.
But the big question is, will they get Kyrie back next series? Will Harden be the same after this? Yeah. And can KD stay healthy? Because what if he doesn't stay healthy? It's over.
Yeah,
we all know it.
Yeah,
it's all over if
they
KD
need to keep two of the 3 healthy.
Yeah, they need that.
But shout out Jeff Green and Blake Griffin both of them haven't had great games last night as well.
Did they?
Yeah. Blake
Did they?
got 17. Jeff Green got 27. Green shot 7 for 8 from 3, which is just incredible. Yeah. What do you think the chances are for the Clippers right now? Kawhi out indefinitely.
Kawhi is out. In my opinion, he's good. I mean, people say he's a little overrated. I don't blame him. Kind of is. Yes, he brought a championship single-handedly, in my opinion, to Toronto. But without
that was a Warriors team without KD or Clay.
Well, KD came back. They just screwed him over more by hurting him. But if Kawhi is out for the rest of the series, this Jazz team, they also have a decent shot at trying to make a run for the finals.
Especially after Chris Paul going into COVID safety.
Everyone thought they were going to be the guaranteed team to go to the finals against the Nets. But now we saw them kind of tail off at the end. They lost Donovan Mitchell at the end of the season, and more people are now going towards the Clippers, which I don't blame. They just swept. They have easy rest. And right now, if you are a Suns fan, you want the Clippers to take that to a 7-game series to have Chris Paul back from COVID protocols.
Yeah. You want that series to go as long.
Do I see it going 7?
No. It's going 6.
It's going 6. Utah will come out.
Well, it has to go 6 at this point.
Yeah.
Who knows? Paul George might have another night like KD did the other day.
It's Paul George.
I know he's not KD, but he's got it.
It's Paul George.
Yeah, so I doubt Philly's actually going to blow that series, especially if they win tonight.
Yeah, they're up by 22 right now, so.
In what quarter?
They're going into the third.
Yeah, I don't see that.
Embiid's having a monstrous game with 24 points already.
I can see it going 7, but I don't see the Hawks.
7, I'd say it could go 7. I would like to see it go 6. Because yes, Trae Young can heat up and start.
Well, you want to keep that series to a minimum of games because then you just give an extra day for the Nets to heal up.
Yeah. Also, I think Embiid is
or the Bucks, I guess.
Embiid right now is fine. He is back to normal Embiid in the regular season, just dominating right now, especially in the first half. He's been dominating. Really, the critical point, if the Hawks can shut him down, then they can come back in the third quarter, in my opinion. It's just they haven't been able to shut him down in the first half, allowing him to score 24 points in the first half. And this game might be already out of hand. Like, we saw the Sixers blow a big lead in the third quarter in Atlanta. So we've seen nothing in this NBA now is safe with big leads. We saw the Bucks blow another lead yesterday. Who knows? That's what I'm thinking.
Watch out. It's going to get cold, Finn. It's going to get cold.
Yeah, because we're in Seattle. We're in Seattle.
Ice tray's coming.
No, because it's supposed to rain tonight, so yeah, it's going to get cold. Yeah, that's why.
Speaking of making it rain, the Mariners rained 10 runs on the Twins last night. Yeah, the Mariners are actually kind of on fire right now. I mean, J.P. Crawford, get that man to the All-Star game. Hit a leadoff home run last night. I mean, he's just playing incredible. He had a hustle double on the game I went to on
they're trading him
Monday night. They are not going to trade J.P. Crawford.
They are.
They might trade Mitch Haniger because he is.
They're trading both of them in a package deal for lots of good things. Good things to come for the Mariners' future. If you are,
Finn,
if you know anything,
don't say they're going to trade J.P. Crawford
about the farm system right now, they will
how
trade.
How did Kelnick turn out?
He's young. Okay.
Oh.
You're like every Mariners fan after he does bad. He's going to do bad. He's a rookie. He hasn't seen any of these big league stats. No, I'm done.
0 for 39.
0 for 39, you would go, every Mariners fan dogging on him. man would be, I'm pretty sure, in his 3rd or 4th year in college. He got drafted out of high school, okay? He is still young, okay? He will develop. He just he was not seeing major league pitching right. They had to move him down to the minors. Trust me, he will pan out.
Edwin Diaz is looking pretty good this season.
He's literally not. He is not. He's not. What happened to Robinson Cano? What happened to Robinson Cano?
Okay, that's a whole different part of the deal. Speaking of the Mets, tough. They're up by 5 right now in the end of the 5th, so they're looking to sweep the Cubs. I think they will probably sweep the Cubs. But it was not today. If you're a Mets fan, is a bad day. Jacob deGrom, after striking out 8, exits in the 3rd.
He struck out 8 in 3 innings.
In 3 innings. And he exited in the 3rd.
Bro, he had 3 perfect innings. I didn't know there was 8 strikeouts.
He struck out, after the 3rd inning. He strikes out 8 of 9 in the major leagues. He did that to the St. Louis single A team, but he did this to a professional team. And the Cubs aren't bad either. They're not great.
They're selling.
They're selling. They're
selling now, buddy.
They were playing really well. You have to admit they were playing really good baseball, and then they kind of teetered off. But a team that's not playing great baseball and is they're fighting with a terrible team is the Padres. They lost to the Rockies. Padres lost to the Rockies, making it so that they lost the series to the Rockies.
You know, it's not a good day for the NL West, you know? Like,
but
Dodgers are doing good.
The Giants had an incredible comeback win last night.
Yeah, that's what I want to focus on right now. After that loss, the Diamondbacks have a record 21-game losing streak on the road. A record, I'm pretty sure. 21 games on the road. They had a 5-run lead, and they somehow gave up a grand slam. A grand slam to lose. Like, it wasn't in the ninth.
The Giants have some It's not. They don't have a lot of superstars. It's not about the how big the dog. It's about how much fight's in the dog. And the Giants have
They were up 7-0.
They have a lot of fight in them.
They were up 7-0 and somehow lost. That is some Mariners type stuff you see here.
That the Giants pitching staff, I will admit, has been struggling as of late, but they have kept up the pace that they need to keep up to win that division. Because I'll tell you this much, the Dodgers are roaring right behind them. And I'm worried one of these days the Giants are gonna drop a game, Dodgers are gonna tie, and they're just gonna take off. I'm really nervous.
Yeah, they're only up by one game right
still
now.
aren't healthy.
Yeah, we know that.
Dodgers are only down a game right now. WAG.
No, but we all know. We have to all admit that if the Dodgers get the division, they're not giving it up.
Yeah, they are. Trevor Bauer's going to be suspended for 15 years for using his.
Oh, yeah, that's a big thing. The MLB came out with a memo that pitchers using any form of sticky substance, we're not exactly sure. I'm not exactly sure what's going on because you can technically use rosin.
Finn.
And
what's your opinion on Bauer using the sticky stuff?
Well, the sticky stuff, technically it is legal.
Interview the other day.
Well, now sunscreen and rosin is illegal.
We have to pull it up, yo.
He is now being literally a sweat using sweat in rosin now. He can't use his sunscreen rosin because now that is banned. But he can use his sweat from his forehead because he's a sweat, you know. He tries to find loopholes because he needs it.
Okay.
Because, like, he's about to go on a losing record.
Okay, so we have to show you guys this video. It is incredible. So we're just going to see if this works.
Why do you have so many tabs open? Jesus.
It's almost the last day of school, WAG, and you have so many.
But so that's what Trevor Bauer was doing.
You know,
I personally agree with him. I mean, they have rosin out there on the mound. Yeah, and I saw Pedro Martinez do it too. If you're sweating, I mean, it might not happen in Seattle, but if you're sweating, it will become sticky. like
You
he
know
showed
what,
there.
You know
He
what's
was
going to
using
happen?
Sunscreen and, not sunscreen.
You know why
sorry,
JP's
wet
getting
wet.
traded? JP and Mitch are getting traded in a package deal to Toronto for Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
They wouldn't
and a
do that.
prospect. Okay? That's
Vladimir
gonna happen.
Guerrero Jr. is literally the MVP of the AL.
He has
I don't
22
care
home runs right now.
Ohtani or anything. Vladimir Guerrero is the MVP.
But I'll read
of
off
the
his
American
stats. He's tied for second in the league with batting average. He's tied for third in hits right now. He's
looking for the
first
crown.
with 22 home runs. He has the most runs batted in. He's tied for fourth for the most runs scored. He doesn't steal bases. He doesn't get earned runs. He doesn't pitch strikeouts.
He might get a triple crown. If anybody's gonna get it this year, it's gonna be him.
Where's
But
Bauer
speaking
now?
of the Blue Jays, they're still 8 games back in the AL East. Tampa Bay leading that division. Boston right behind them at 1.5 games, and the Yankees.
Also,
Yankees
I
have
want
been
to say,
skidding. Yankees have been skidding.
I just want to say that Bauer's kind of mad at the MLB because his last start, he gave up 4 earned runs.
Yeah, Bauer has been struggling. Tyler Glasnow, Finn's pick, might be out for the season with Tommy John surgery.
Oh, I don't want to hear your pick's already out too. Okay, we spent money on him, and he's out first game. All right.
Did you know he made $8.5 million for an inning and 2/3 this year?
Well, I knew that.
$8.5 million.
I'm just saying this now. Bauer's going to be 6-6 in his next start.
Wait, is he 6-5 right now?
Yes.
Yeah. Dodgers aren't always great about run support though.
Well, I wonder why. Maybe because they're injured. WAG.
New York is 7.5 games behind Tampa Bay. I think Tampa Bay is just going to win that division.
Do you think Cubs are going to get redemption tomorrow if they lose this game, which they probably will?
They'll steal a game against New York.
You can't get a 4-game swept here, WAG. You can't.
I mean, the Brewers are doing crappy too, so.
They just won their game, though, I'm pretty sure.
What happened to all the
Cubs are going to lose
hype
first
that we had last week?
Okay.
The
Cubs were playing really well.
I don't want to hear it. They
playing
weren't.
a tough series right now.
Did they lose?
They swept the Cardinals, though.
They choked.
Who choked?
The Brewers choked. They were up 1-0.
Let's go!
It doesn't matter. They faced Colorado. It doesn't matter. The best team in Denver, quote unquote, is going to get swept by the Brewers, so it doesn't matter.
Team in Colorado.
You guys would have got no hit in perfect game if DeGrom didn't get out. DeGrom would have had a record.
He might have.
The most Ks as a start.
I honestly believe that, but he can't stay.
He would have had more strikeouts than Kerry Wood.
Are ahead of the Cleveland by 5 games. Kansas City is way down there. I thought the Mariners were skidding. Man, Kansas City's skidding. Only won one of their last.
We're not
10.
skidding anymore. We're only 1 game up below 500.
Yeah. Speaking of the Mariners, they're great.
If we sweep tonight, if we win tonight, we sweep and we're 500.
You got to vote for J.P. Crawford 5 times a day because that's what's going to get into the All-Star game. We need everybody in Seattle, everybody in America voting for J.P. Crawford 5 times a day because he's a Gold Glover and he is playing great baseball right now in the month of June. And then Oakland's leading Houston by 3 games, and the Mariners only 8.5 back. We can gain that easily. Only 5.5 back from the wild card. Then New York, obviously, in a garbage division. The Mets leading by 5 games on Philly. Philly passing Atlanta. I don't know what's up with Atlanta right now, man. They have Freddie Freeman, Ozzie Albies.
I'll tell you what's up with Atlanta.
Ronald Acuna Jr.
They don't have Ozzie Albies anymore. Or Marcelo Zuna. I forget which one.
No, they don't have Marcelo Zuna.
That was Zuna. He's out.
Yeah, he kind of got into some legal.
He's got some court cases to go to soon. I'll tell you that much.
We'll leave it at that. And then the Cubs up a half a game on the Brewers right now, but I assume that will go back to a tie.
Reds are going to clinch. Reds are coming up and going to win the division.
But I mean, the Pittsburgh Pirates are just a joke.
No, they're not. They're coming
Yeah,
back.
Milwaukee's back a half a game.
50-game winning streak. I'll tell you that much. 50-game winning streak for the Pirates.
You see
50
the
games.
Pirates, we're gonna beat the Dodgers in the World Series.
That's literally impossible.
In the NLCS, I'm pretty sure.
Hey, 50-game winning streak. Read it and weep when you see
and
them
then the Giants
win
doing
out.
Clearly the best division in baseball. The Padres are doing terrible, but they're still 6 games above 500. Dodgers only game back of San Francisco.
Nah, NL East is the best division.
And then San Diego's 5.5 back. I think it's gonna come down. I love when that Giants-Dodgers rivalry is cooking. Those are some great games. Everybody talks about the Padres and the Dodgers, but everybody forgets about the Giants and the Dodgers.
Yeah, we forget about them because, they're not interesting. Either one team blows out the other team and sweeps them, or another team just doesn't try. And that is what the Dodgers-Giants series is, or has been this year. Dodgers, literally, first time they met the Giants, swept them, made them look like fools. They're going to make them look like fools for the rest of the time they play them. And the Giants...
The Giants won 3 of 4 the last time they played them.
Oh,
Yeah,
you want a
the first
medal?
time the Dodgers beat them with minor leaguers.
Yeah, they beat them with their minor league system.
Something the Mariners can't do.
Shut up.
Anyway, let's see. Is there anything else going on?
Yeah. The Euros.
Oh, right, the Euros. Yeah.
I'll tell you the standings.
Oh, yeah, the Danish guy, had a heart attack on the field. Tease and
Yeah.
peace to him. Go Denmark.
He's not dead. He's not dead.
Thoughts
I'll
and
tell you.
prayers.
Not dead.
Yeah,
I'll
we
tell
know
you
he's
the
not
group.
Dead. He got resurrected on live television.
All right. The games from today were Italy, Switzerland.
Sorry, not resurrected. Resuscitated.
Italy, Switzerland. Switzerland, just get out of here. You lost 3-0. You still haven't recovered from losing to Sweden in the World Cup 1-0. All right. Wales, Turkey. You're named after a turkey. 2-0 Wales win. Russia, not going to say anything bad for you. 1-0 win against Finland.
Finn doesn't want to get killed
Hey.
by the mafia.
I mean, no harm. Okay. All right, in Group A, Italy has already clinched a spot in the round of 16 in the Euros after winning 2 games. Wales, this is Group A, are in second. Switzerland has to win out, basically, to get in. Wales, if they win their next game, they're in. And Turkey, bottom of the group, 0 points. Get good.
Harbaugh.
Group B here, Belgium in first. Belgium, everyone says they're going to win it all. I believe them. They got some of the best.
the group of death?
Nah, that's not the group of death. Group of death is Portugal, France, Germany.
Wait, which one?
Portugal, France, Germany, Hungary.
Damn.
But going back to Group B, Belgium, everyone says they're winning it all. They might, because they got some serious good players. Russia is in second. Good job, Russia. Surprisingly, you're good at soccer or football somewhere. Finland, get good. You're named after me. I wish you were better. And Denmark, can't say anything bad about you. Okay.
We had our best player almost die on the soccer field.
Group C, Austria's up. Austria won. They're in first. The Netherlands won. They're tied for first, but they're in second in Group C. The Ukraine lost. And my favorite team, North Macedonia, lost sadly.
It's a darn shame. It's a darn shame.
It's a darn shame, man. I wish they were better,
Go North
But
Macedonia.
they'll be good. All right, in Group D, in first, the Czech Republic is in first. In Group D, a lot of people like to say it's coming home, but football's never coming home. The World Cup's never coming back for you, England. You're in second. Yes, congratulations. You beat Croatia. You're not winning the Euros. I'm just saying that you're going to get the floor swept when you face Belgium. Croatia.
Wait, was it Belgium and France in the World Cup last year?
No, it was Croatia, France. Croatia. You got Croatia. You did okay. You lost to England.
It doesn't
And
that mean
Scotland.
that England's going to win it all?
No. England's never winning.
France won, right?
Yes. England's never winning anything again. They have a song saying it's coming home, but it never comes home. Right. But
Ever
nothing
coming
bad to
home,
Scotland. Scotland finally made a major tournament for the first time in some years, but they're in fourth.
They don't like to wear underpants.
Okay. Slovakia. I bet none of you know where that is.
I think I do. It's in Eastern Europe.
Show me on a map where it is first. All right. Slovakia is in first. Sweden is in second.
Also,
Let's go
shout out
Sweden.
JP Crawford.
Swedes. Let's go Sweden. Shocking everyone in the World Cup the last time. Spain and Sweden played. They're tied for second. Everyone thought Spain was going to blow out Sweden. Sweden held their own.
Okay,
And
fine.
Poland-
It's in Central Europe.
Poland, get good. Okay. And Group F, the group of death, people are calling it. Portugal came out against Hungary, won 3-0. And Ronaldo now is, I'm pretty sure, has the most goals scored ever in the Euros. Okay. Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo is insane, bro.
And
He's still
second,
not a better athlete than Kendrick.
second, the defending champs, France.
Messi.
And second,
He plays for Argentina.
who?
Messi.
And second, France. A lot of people are seeing how they're doing. They won their first game, the defending World Cup champs. Their team is stacked. They could make a run for it. And third, the Germans. Last time we saw them play really something on big main stage competitive was the World Cup, and they disappointed. They lost against France.
Oh, I mean, France won
And Hungary.
the whole thing.
Hungary, you're just here for
Germany
support.
won in 2016.
What?
Germany won in 2016, and then they lost to the person that won in 2020 or whenever it was, 2019.
I'm just going past that. You don't know when the World Cup was. We're just going past that.
They lost to the reigning champs when they were the reigning champs.
They never lost to the reigning champs. They went out in the group stages.
Yeah, to France.
No, to Mexico.
Oh, Mexico.
And
Mexico.
they lost to the South Korea. They lost to South Korea. Okay? What?
Okay, maybe Germany is a joke at soccer now.
Yeah, they won. They won, but
They play soccer in South Korea.
they do.
I guess
They got
do.
one really good guy. They got Son is his last name. It's pretty good.
Okay, do we got anything more interesting?
And then
about
in
the
fourth
Euros?
is Hungary. Hungary, you're just there. I mean, congratulations, you made it. You're not winning that group. Just go home. Pack your bags already. You're not winning a game in that group. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
You're not even scoring a goal.
But
in
they're
that group.
hungry, Finn.
Yeah, they're hungry for losses.
No, they're
tell you
hungry
that.
for W's, man.
Mm-hmm. Tell me that when they don't lose 3-0 to Portugal.
You're fine. Fine. Fair. Wasn't that against the best player in the world?
Some would say yes. Some would say no. Some would say now Ronaldo is not the best player in the world.
It's Neymar.
Neymar, yep. We're probably pissing off some English blokes over in the UK right now.
It's Neymar,
Oi.
bro.
Oi,
Bro,
Oi.
Brazil and Argentina. Everybody's sleeping on them. They're gonna win the World Cup.
Argentina,
Why are you now just talking about the World Cup?
because it's related. Because
We
the
don't
World Cup is
normally like to talk about soccer.
in 2022.
We have nothing else to talk
in
about.
Qatar. The U.S. will bring it home.
I
The
mean,
World Cup is coming home to the U.S. in Qatar. They're qualifying.
yeah, that happens. I mean, we'll be talking about it. 'Cause
They're qualifying in
let's go
2020
America.
in October. Qualifiers start for them. They're gonna get second, not first, because Mexico will beat us. They'll get first, as they should in that group. But when it comes to winter time in 2022,
Canadians are up 1-0.
Let's go.
why are you celebrating that, WAG?
Oh no, it was interesting.
Here's the thing. Also, on the top of NHL now, I'm pretty sure if the Canadians don't win this series, how many years is it that any Canadian team has not made the playoff, NHL
Canada's
finals?
the worst country at
I don't
hockey.
know.
We all know Russia's
Dude,
the best.
the
team.
Montreal Canadiens are the greatest hockey franchise of all time.
Yeah, but have they been the greatest franchise of all time now?
I don't know,
No.
man. The Seattle Metropolitans won the first. They won the first Stanley Cup. So
I mean,
Who did?
Montreal Canadiens won 5 cups in 5 years.
It should have been the Red Wings.
Michael Jordan and the Bulls won 6 titles.
Yeah, but Michael Jordan got carried. We all know that.
6 titles in 8 years. So, but
Michael Jordan had Scottie Pippen.
The Bulls the greatest franchise of all time.
I mean,
Everybody's saying, "Oh, the Lakers, the Lakers."
Do you want to know the full story about that team? They went to the Stanley Cup Finals 10 years in a row and won 6 of those.
What about Bill Russell?
I don't think Bill Russell went to 10 straight NBA Finals.
I think he might have.
I don't think he did. I don't think the Celtics were that dominant to go 10 years in a row.
He's got 10 rings. I think he's got 11.
You think they won every single finals they went to in a row? Because trust me, if they won 10 finals,
he just needed to go. That's what Emmett just said.
Trust me, he has 11 rings. That doesn't mean you get 11 participation rings.
Bro, speaking of which, Yogi Berra's got 2 full hands of rings.
No one knows who that dude is.
You don't know who Yogi Berra is? Only the second best.
No name New York Yankees
behind
catcher.
Buster Posey.
No, Buster Posey is a washed man. He's a washed old man that has paint on his nails.
If you're gonna say Kershaw's washed, then Posey.
Kershaw's not washed. Okay. He has 8 wins. He has 8 wins. Bauer's overrated. The Dodgers should have never signed Bauer. They should have let Bauer retire.
Kershaw's washed, then Posey is so washed. Too.
No, Posey is not washed. I'll tell you his stat line this year.
I'll tell you this. I'm telling you this.
Dang, that's a lot of things. Stats. Stats. Come on, MLB.
Stats. I'll tell you this. Trevor Bauer, if no one signed him, I wish Trevor Bauer would retire right now. He is not my favorite player, as many of you know. He is, I feel like, one of the most players that cries a lot when he doesn't get his way. He's cocky, but he doesn't bring the same attitude when he's losing anymore. It doesn't make sense. At least bring an attitude if you're gonna lose a game.
This man's stat line for this season is incredible.
It's literally not. It's like
you said you're gonna get it. It's taking you like
Gramps can't walk.
11 home runs.
Whoa, 11 home runs. Gramps got power.
A 327 batting average.
Gramps got power, bro.
And a 169 OPS plus.
Bro, I didn't know Gramps
69. Stop the count. 69% better than the average MLB player.
Bro, I didn't know Gramps.
He's number one.
I didn't know Gramps can still bend his knees like that.
Get him.
I didn't know Gramps can still bend his knees like that. Arthritis, I thought, took him over at this point.
I don't know, man. Sounds like he's gonna be starting the All-Star game. So.
Trae Young, where's your hairline, Trae? Where's your hairline? It's obviously not here in Philly.
Oh, they're blowing the lead, Finn.
They're literally not. They're up by 23.
Oh,
yeah, brick your shots. Brick your shots.
And that's a perfect ending. Make sure to go watch your NBA Finals and
Buster
the
Posey
other podcasts if you haven't seen them yet.
Arthritis pain gel on the bench.
He does. He uses that actually.
Hey, no hate on Buster Posey if he has to use blue.
Buster Posey sucks.
No.
And also,
hey, vote JP. Vote JP. We have to all agree on that. Go vote JP.